Sabo, dead or alive? Now, I know a lot of you are immediately going to comment, Sabo's dead, it was confirmed in the Green Data book. And I'm well aware of that Green Data book where Sabo was supposedly confirmed to be dead. The thing about it is that Green Data book is actually putting together just basically knowledge from the show and is not actually by Eiichiro Oda himself. So in volume 68, some of you may not know because it hasn't been released in America yet, somebody asked Oda a particular question regarding Sabo, if he's dead or alive. Rather than Oda just saying, yeah, he's dead, like as it was said in the Data book, he actually said, and I quote, I'll leave that up to the readers to decide whether they think he's dead or alive. Which is basically somebody being vague and dancing around the question. If Oda would have said clearly it's in the Data book, he's dead, yes, he's gone, then that would have been one story. Him dancing around it automatically kind of hints that, you know, he could be alive, he could be dead. It's not 100% confirmed as the Data book claims. Now, some of you may know that basically shortly after Sabo's quote-unquote death, there was shown a scene where Dragon and Ivankov are talking, and Dragon is holding something, or there's something in front of Dragon, but we don't get to see what it is, and Ivankov was like, oh my gosh, you're hurt, or whatever, and a lot of people speculated that that was Sabo, and I think, to be honest with you, everyone was right on the mark with that. I think that Sabo is indeed alive, and he's probably been with Dragon the entire time, which would be pretty awesome, because that would mean that Luffy's quote-unquote brother was with his actual father this entire time, and would make for an interesting rivalry. Also, in one of the recent cover stories, there was shown a little glimpse of something that Sabo would normally carry that was left at Ace's grave. Could be a coincidence, but to be honest with you, the way Oda does things and foreshadows things and does little hints here or there, I really believe that it's a possibility that Sabo is still around. But it doesn't stop there. I have one more theory. Regarding Doflamingo, a lot of people have been wondering about his past and whatnot, and just exactly what's going on with him. First of all, appearance-wise, as shallow as I may be, but he does look a lot like Sabo. You know, they got the blonde hair, facially, you know, they kind of look very similar. And if you've seen Doflamingo recently in the manga, he's actually in like this mansion, and people are calling him Sir, and it's almost as if he's from nobility, which leads me to believe that Doflamingo is Sabo's older brother. Now, a lot of people claim that Doflamingo may be Sabo, but there's no chance of that, because at Roger's execution, they actually showed Doflamingo, and, you know, that would be impossible for, you know, Sabo to be at that age. So there's definitely no way that he is actually Sabo. But I highly believe that Doflamingo and Sabo are siblings, and that's his older brother. And just think how freaking badass it would be if Sabo comes after being trained by Dragon all these years and kicks Doflamingo's ass. Which makes for another interesting thing, because we already seen Luffy lose one brother. If Sabo comes back from the dead, quote unquote, and basically Luffy sees him die again at some given point, what would that do to Luffy's mind frame? And overall, I really think that Oda just foreshadowed this, and little by little he's thrown little hints here or there to basically show that Sabo is alive, and he's just going to do it at the right time, show him at the right moment. Another question I have though is, will he actually be one of the revolutionaries? Is he going to be a pirate? Because, you know, he did have his dreams of becoming a pirate, but maybe along the way his mind frame changed a little bit, but not in a crazy way, just that instead of becoming a pirate, he became a revolutionary. So I definitely think that's a possibility. All around, I'm pretty sure that Sabo is indeed alive. I think that Doflamingo is his older brother. They're connected by nobility. That's why Doflamingo looks like he's rich, and he has servants, people calling him master, and that's what I think it was. A couple of things Oda needs to tie together is, why wasn't Doflamingo mentioned as his older brother? Maybe it's a shame in the family and they try to keep it as a secret that, you know, one of our family members is actually a pirate. Although there could be more to Doflamingo than that. Maybe he was actually a pirate, but at the same time his family was protecting him. Hell, for all we know, Doflamingo and Sabo could be relatives to one of the Gorosei. Maybe they are a grandson or a son to one of them. We just don't really know. But either way, I'm excited to see. Hopefully, at one given point, we are shown and clarified whether Sabo is indeed dead or alive. Was he rescued by Dragon, or did he die that day? And is he connected to Doflamingo as siblings, or is just where they kind of look alike and they both seem to be from nobility? And all around, Oda saying that in volume 68 definitely shows that there's a possibility that he's alive, because if it doesn't come from the horse's mouth, then it's not true. And if Oda says basically it's up to the reader, that might be him just being vague at the moment and trying to leave it as a surprise that Sabo is indeed alive. But let me know what you guys think. Do you think that there's a possibility that Sabo is alive after hearing that quote from Oda in volume 68, which basically kind of makes the data book a little shaky as far as that whole he's confirmed to be dead? And also, do you think that Sabo and Doflamingo are brothers? Is Doflamingo like a hidden secret of the family, of like, oh shit, you know, he's a pirate, we gotta keep this under wraps, but they still at the end of the day treat him good? And all around, your overall thoughts, will Sabo return? But that's all I have for you guys today. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoy. Thumbs up if you can't wait for Oda to reveal some things about Sabo, whether he's actually dead or alive, because I don't know, that quote speaks to me, it speaks to me, but tell me what you think. I'm ForneverWorld, and as always, people, have an awesome day.